Have you sinned? Are you a sinner? Well, baby, for today's video, I am a sinner. I am all sinners. Hello, everybody. It's Matthew Street. Welcome to my shit. Oh, I'm going to kill my throat if I keep talking like that, too. Oh, boy. So I'm going to take some good old Mary Lou's coffee. Yeah, good old Mary Lou's from Massachusetts, baby. Ooh. I know what you're saying. Matthew, why are you wearing a stupid mask on your head? Well, I don't know, folks. I'm not really sure. All I can tell you is my brother went to Mexico, and he and I, when we were kids, loved wrestling. All right, we were into the whole WWF wrestling scene. I can't even talk. This thing's crunching my head. But he was in Mexico, and down there they have the, what do they call them? The conquistadors, you know, like the Rey Mysterio type wrestlers. They love wearing masks, those Mexican wrestlers. Well, he picked up a couple of wrestling masks, and he gave me one. So, lo and behold, I said, well, how can I incorporate it into a video? How can I incorporate my wrestling mask into a video? So I saw no better video than I am talking about a band I love called All Sinners, and I'm going to be reviewing a couple of their EPs right now and telling you all about it. So that was my chance to use my wrestling mask. All right, there you go. Folks, about a year ago, I'm watching Josh, JC, the Flipside Vinyl Community. Love Josh's channel. Check it out if you get a chance. Josh loves everything from 50s rock and roll pioneers, right up through the 60s, the Beatles, right up through the classic rock to today. But his forte is heavy rock and roll, heavy metal, hard rock. He's into it. He knows all about it. He can tell you all about it. He's an expert at it. And I love watching his channel for that because, lo and behold, you may not know this, Matthew Street, although I am a Beatles power pop guy, I have a side of me that loves the heavier rock and roll. I like me some metal, okay? Now, I don't like the really depressing dirge metal. I don't like that kind of metal. But I like my metal and hard rock if it's melodic, if it catches your ear, if it has hooks that pull you in, whether it's the guitar, the instrumentation, the vocals, if it has that melody and all that good stuff that I love, but in a hard rock metal way, I'm into it. I'm into it. And the band I'm about to tell you about today has all that because I'm in love with this band, folks, and you will be too if you follow my lead here and check them out. Now, the band All Sinners hails from Massachusetts in the Boston area. There's 4 guys in the band. You got Mike Golars on vocals and guitar, lead vocals. You got Nick Testone on lead guitar and background vocals. You got Bruce Morrison on bass and background vocals. And you have Roger Chernard on drums and sometimes background vocals. Now, folks, I watched Josh's channel. He was telling us all about this great EP that came out last year, 2023. Oop, wrong one. Not to that one yet. 2023, self-titled All Sinners. It's a 5-track EP. Love it to death. And when Josh told us all about it, I said, I got to have it. I got to have that EP. Now, this band is just, you got producer Shane Frisbee, who recorded this album, produced it at the Brick Hit House on Cape Cod, Massachusetts. All right. It was mixed and mastered by Pete Rutcho down there as well. And the band members also assisted with the recording, the production, and all that stuff. They were very involved in it. They were a very involved band. Now, when I first heard this, folks, I was blown away. I sampled it on my Spotify and loved every track of it. And I said to myself, I got to get it, but I didn't get the physical copy right away. So months and months ago, by chance, I happened to be getting tickets to go see Ace Frehley down at Woonsocket at the Stadium Theater on March 29th, not even a month ago. So I had those tickets all packed away, ready to go for March 29th. And as it got closer, I'm not sure how far before the show, I learned that Ace was going to have an opening act. And guess who that opening act would be? All Sinners from Massachusetts. And I was blown away. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I'm getting Ace, and I'm going to get to see All Sinners live. And I know they're going to have a merch table, and I'll be able to buy stuff, you know, and all that good stuff. I was beside myself, so happy that I was going to see All Sinners live in such a great venue. Sold out, by the way. Absolutely sold out. I think it holds but like 12 or 1,500 people. Sold out. So, I get to the show. And right before the show, I see Roger walking around. I know Roger from their videos on YouTube, and plus seeing Josh's videos with Roger, driving around, doing stuff together. So I went up to Roger, shook his hand, and said, "Hey, Roger, how you doing?" I said, "I got some merch tonight at the table." I said, "I'm really looking forward to the show." I asked him how Josh is doing, and Roger was so nice. He only had a couple of seconds because he had to get up on stage, start getting ready to prepare for the show. But he was very pleasant to me, and he said, "Hey, yeah, it's going to be a fun time. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight." So, hats off to Roger for taking the time to just say hello to a fan. I appreciate that. So anyway, the show happens, and All Sinners blew me away, folks. It was so good, so good, and it just cemented my love for this band, and I said, I got to do a video for them. I got to do it. So, folks, I'm finally getting around to doing it after all that's been going on in my life lately. So let me tell you about all the 5 songs on this EP, and then I'm going to tell you about a brand new 2024 release, which is a live EP, recorded at the Whiskey down in Hollywood, California. So I'll be telling you about that real quick. So, All Sinners. It starts out with a track called The Hunted. All right. The Hunted is absolutely brilliant, folks. It is a great way to kick off this EP. It brings you in right away. Classic metal, classic heavy rock and roll, catchy, great sound to this EP. It recorded so well, so melodic. And you're going to notice the fabulous instrumentation by all 4 guys right away. They are masters at their craft, whether it be the drums, bass, or guitar, or the vocals. They are masters at it. And you're just going to notice the vocals and instrumentation right away and the sound of this EP, and you're going to go, yeah, that's class A, first class all the way. Really sounds great, folks. And especially on The Hunted. Like I said, first track, great heavy metal track, melodic, pulls you right in. I love it. Love The Hunted. The second track is called Buried Alive. Now, this is a mid-tempo hard rock and metal song, but it just brings all the classic elements of heavy metal from the past, whether it be glam metal or heavy metal, or call it hair metal, glam metal, whatever you want to call it. But it takes all the metals of heavy rock and roll and brings them all together, then brings it up to today, 2024, with a fresh, modern sound. And you're going to notice it by the second track, and Buried Alive, because it's that good, folks. It's that great of a track. Now, the third track is called Believer. Wow. This is my favorite track. When I sampled this after Josh's recommendation months ago, Believer was my favorite track on this entire EP. Believer brings it all together for me, Matthew Street. It is my absolute favorite. It has all the elements of today's sound, but with the classic glam metal, heavy metal, hard rock and metal sound. Because you know how much I love power pop? Well, on Believer, it all comes together, not power pop, but it takes the elements of power pop and brings them into the heavy metal realm, the heavy hard rock realm. So you're talking, it's melodic, it's hook-filled, it's catchy, it's just absolutely brilliant. Believer, just go sample this and buy it just for Believer alone. The whole thing is great, but you'll listen to Believer and you'll say to me, oh yeah, Matt, I hear what you're talking about. It's heavy, but it's melodic, it's catchy, I love it. It's a great track. Believer is my absolute favorite track by this band as of right now. Come on, we need more stuff, guys. Anyway, and then by the end of the third track, by the end of Believer, you're going, or at least I'm going, oh my God, Nick, his solos are killing. He's just such a great lead guitarist. He just amazing what he's doing. He knows just where to put the fills. His leads are right there, right just what they need to be. He's perfect, absolutely perfect. And then you're going to see, oh my God, Bruce on the bass. He's holding everything together. He's so melodic on that bass. He's so driving and pounding and just, but he does it in such a very rhythmic, catchy way. It's like, it's not just, he's not one of these one-note bass players. This guy knows what he's doing. He's absolutely fantastic. And Roger, and the drums, by the end of track 3, you're going, oh my God, this guy's a basher. He really can lay it down hard, but he's in total control. He's laying it all in there just the way it needs to be. You're going to spot that right away. And Mike impresses the hell out of me. I mean, he's the rhythm guitarist. He's doing his little fills and leads here and there, and he's great at guitar, but it's his vocals that are going to impress you the most, as they impress me. Wow. Mike is a perfect rockin' vocalist because he's got a great range. He can have different inflections to his voice. He can share different emotions through his voice, depending on the mood or what's going on in the song. Mike is a fabulous lead vocalist, and I love his vocals on the All Sinners EP. You will too, folks. Check them out. So anyway, so let me move on. And then number 4 is Rise Up. Now, this is the first song I ever heard after Josh's recommendation. I went on Spotify one day and I put on Rise Up, or I went on YouTube. Maybe I found a video of theirs with Rise Up, and that was the first one I heard, and I loved it when I first heard it. It's a cool driving track, and it's a track that brings all the great elements of All Sinners together, and the whole EP, all 4 tracks are fabulous. Now, the 5th track is not a new track. It's just a radio edit of The Hunted, which was the single from this EP. So as you notice on the bottom there, it's The Hunted radio edit, but no less good. It's just, I prefer the first longer version, obviously, because you're getting more of it, but the little radio edit version is absolutely great too. Now, if that wasn't good enough, and I'll show you what the CD looks like. All right. Just now, brand new this year, they've released in 2024 another EP. This EP is called All Sinners Live at the Whiskey on Sunset Strip, Hollywood, California, for one night only. And folks, this is absolutely fantastic. This is a 6-track EP, or mini album, I guess you could call it. It's absolutely wonderful. You're getting all 4 of the tracks from the All Sinners EP from 2023, plus you're getting 2 songs that were not on that EP. And those 2 tracks on that are Dead to Rights and Into the Flames. So I don't know if those were holdovers from the first EP or if they're new tracks. I'm not too sure, folks, but they're absolutely wonderful. And this is a great, great live EP from the boys. I absolutely love it. And I just think it's fantastic. They prove with this EP that they have the chops, okay? Not only in the studio do they have the chops, but when they get out there live, the 4 of them, they've got the chops, folks. They have it. They've got it live and in the studio. They are a cool, rocking band that you're going to love, folks. And all I can say is go sample it. If you, the price for these things is so reasonable that the guys aren't making any money, I'm sure, on this. They just want their music out there. They want it to be heard. They want it to get on the radio and whatnot. They've been played on Sirius XM. They've been played at other outlets, and it's absolutely fantastic music, folks. If you like heavy rock and roll like I do, you're going to love All Sinners. Check them out. You can get both of these EPs for such a great value price. I am going to put the link below to their Bandcamp. Go order them. There's a contact there for the guys. Reach out to them. Say hello. Tell them Matt Street sent you, and you'll love it, folks. That's it. That's my review of All Sinners. They are absolutely wonderful. Guys, thank you. I'm hoping to see you live again very, very soon. Hoping I can meet up with you, maybe get you to sign a CD or something for me. That'd be nice. I'd appreciate it. But thank you, everybody. Thank you to Mike, Nick, Bruce, and Roger for the great music. And I'm looking forward to more from these guys. And I'll be happy to review it because they are fabulous. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.